Hello and welcome, learners. There is a saying, perfection is the product of practice. Now, what does the sentence mean? Perfection is the product of practice. If you want perfection, if you are targeting at the perfection, you need practice. So without practice, you cannot achieve perfection. But we people are targeting at the perfection without doing sufficient practice. Sufficient practice means sufficient practice, and sufficient practice doesn't same to everyone. If I need a practice of 1 month, you may need a practice of 2 weeks. Someone needs a practice of 1 year. Whatever field it is, whatever skill it is, if you need perfection, you need practice. So, the result of practice is perfection. On the other hand, if you need perfection, you need enough practice. And how much practice you need, it depends. It depends on the quality of your practice. It depends on your inner quality. It depends on your hard work. So to achieve perfection, a long practice is needed. Now coming to the point, we are targeting at the perfection. So in case of speaking skill, we are waiting. We are waiting for what? We are waiting for perfection. Yes, when we will get the perfection, then we will speak. It's never going to happen. It's a complete wrong idea. So make mistake, start speaking. In case of acquiring speaking English, you need to speak enormously. Enormous practice. A practice of months, a practice of years. Then only you can get perfection. Yes, you have the right to achieve perfection. But as without quality practice, you cannot achieve perfection. So you need quality practice. Only for the sake of practice you are doing something, it's not the practice. You should involve your heart and soul to achieve perfection. And doing this, you continue your practice. We are making a great mistake. We are waiting for perfection. When we will get the perfection, then we will speak. It's never going to happen. I have already mentioned you that to achieve perfection, you have to make mistakes. With a lot of mistakes, then you will get corrected. And with the correction, you are achieving to the perfection. So start making mistakes. It means when you will make mistake, when you start speaking. If you start speaking, you will make mistake. And do this continuously. Gradually, your mistakes will be reducing. And one day, you will get your targeted perfection. And in case of perfection, nothing is absolute perfect. If you want perfection and you are waiting for that, you are never going to speak in English. There are two sides. When you are speaking in front of others, you need more courage, more confidence. But when you are alone, start speaking then. Start speaking then. It means alone you can speak. Start speaking at home, and when you will speak, make sound. It means that pronouncing every word perfectly, every word clearly, so that you can hear all the words you are speaking, all the words you are pronouncing. It's not that whatever we speak, whatever we try to say, we can deliver everything perfectly. I have already mentioned it that since it's not our mother tongue, we have to acquire the knowledge. So to gain perfection, make practice at home when you are alone. At that moment, no one is there to point out your faults. No one is there to find out your mistakes. Listen your own voice, record your own voice, listen to it repeatedly. Find out your own faults, own mistakes. The way you are pronouncing, is it correct? And if it's not correct, so make them correct. Speak the same sentence once again. So these are the ways. This is backstage performance. It means no one is watching you. No one is trying to find out your faults. You are alone, and whatever you wish, you can speak them out. Sometimes we sing at home, though our voice is not so perfect, but we sing loudly because no one is listening to us. The same way, follow the same way, speak out loudly in English, and whatever you wish, speak out. It will give you the power. It will give you the mental power. You will gain the quality of constructing new sentences, and at the same time, it will make your ear. It means that whatever you are speaking, you are listening to the words, you are listening to the sentences. At present, you are watching my video. It means that whatever sentences and constructions I am making, I am delivering, you are getting this. If you watch and if you hear my words and sentence constructions repeatedly, these constructions and sentences will be of your own. You can speak and deliver them. But only listening and watching are not sufficient. You need to speak. So, how to start? It means that if you want to even make a simple sentence, you need the construction, you need the words, you need the proper way of speaking. I would advise you to buy some grammar books. You must have grammar books in your possession. If you don't have, buy some good grammar books. Follow them, watch them. But it doesn't mean that you should read and follow the grammar always. Use the grammar in your speaking. When you are making sentences, when you are constructing sentences, forming sentences and delivering them, you should judge that whether you are making the sentence correct, whether you are speaking correct, whether your pronunciation is correct. So this book will help you. Initially, this book will help you. And in case of speaking English, listening is the most key part. It means I am speaking, listen to my words. Someone else is speaking in English, listen to him or her. Listening is a very great part of speaking English. But listening is not all. Sometimes you won't understand what type of sentences, what type of words others are speaking, because everyone's pronunciation is not same. People speak differently with different pronunciation, because as English is not our mother tongue, we take the words differently, we pronounce the words differently. We should follow a neutral accent. It's not always possible to speak like the people of Britain, like the people of America, but it's always acceptable so that people around us can understand our words. People in other countries, they at least can understand and reply our words. On the other hand, when other people speak, we can understand their words and we can reply them. It means our communication should go on. What my heart's desire, I can speak them out. What others are speaking, we can reply them, we can understand them. This is the main object. So coming to the point once again, if you need perfection at the very beginning, within few weeks, you are going to the wrong way. Never try to achieve perfection at the very beginning. Do it gradually. With the passing of time, you will get perfection. It doesn't mean that you will be absolutely perfect. With the passing of time, your mistakes will be reducing. But complete perfection when you will get, nobody knows. Even in case of our mother tongue, do we use perfect words, perfect constructions? Don't we make mistakes? Even at the time of speaking my mother tongue, I make lots of mistakes, lots of tense mistakes, lots of number mistakes, lots of gender mistakes, and whatever mistakes are there, even I don't know. And what happens? We speak fluently. We speak fluently in our mother tongue, even making mistakes. And we never bother to make them correct always. This is also fact in case of English. Now I am speaking in front of you. Am I making any mistake? Yes, I am making lots of mistakes. Lots of mistakes. And yes, whenever I understand that the sentence I have spoken is wrong, I try to make them correct. And sometimes I don't bother to make it correct, because the flow of speaking will be disturbed. Yes, we should target at the perfection, but at the same time, we should convey our heart's feeling, and at the same time, we should understand what other people say. Speaking in English is a great skill. You must admit it. That's why many people, millions of people try to acquire this knowledge, speaking in English. They know English. It means that they can understand English, they can write English, they can read English, but at the time of speaking, they fall short. So what should they do? To acquire this knowledge, they should speak in English. As many people, they know English. At the time of speaking, they themselves understand that they are speaking wrong and they stop speaking. On the other hand, there are some other kind of people. They know nothing of English, and if they start speaking, whatever words come to their mind, they just speak them out, and nobody understands. And nobody understands what they are speaking. That is another chapter. It means that without knowing anything, only have the confidence speaking out. You should not do this. At least you should know the constructions, You should know the proper words. You should know how to speak. And how will you achieve this? With the help of grammar, with the help of some sentence making. At the beginning, you should follow this, and after starting, within few days, you will find that you don't need to do this. You can speak to some extent fluently. It doesn't mean that you will achieve fluency within very few months. It's not that. It's not going to happen. There are lots of coaching centers, institutions, there are lots of places. These type of institutions claim that they will make you fluent within few weeks, within few months, irrespective of your knowledge. Whether you know English or not, they never consider it. And all these are bogus. I call them bullshit. Yes, they can give you the environment to practice. And the people who know good English, they understand, they can read and understand, they can write. For them, this type of institutions are very good. Yes. And on the other hand, there are some other institutions, they start from the beginning. They start with the basic. Yes. If you start with the basic, it's not possible for you within few weeks and months you can speak fluently. So if you are at the basic level, start with the constructions, start with the grammar book, start speaking with the help of your textbook, start speaking with the help of your copy, make sentences in writing, and then try to speak them out and speak continuously. And already I have advised you, and in future I will give you the same advice, that speak in front of your camera, record your voice, listen to your voice, and if you do the practice at home. And if you practice at home, speak loudly so that you can hear your words, you can listen to your words, and you can understand what you are saying, what problem you are having, all that. So achieve perfection, you need time. After being perfect, you will speak. So you will never going to speak. Start speaking at home. Start speaking within the circle of your friends. Start speaking with your parents. If you have no one, speak by yourself. Speak in front of camera. And if you want to acquire this knowledge, you need regular practice. If you want to acquire this knowledge, I repeat, you need regular practice. If you find it fruitful, make a timetable and make a practice time, practice duration, that this much time I will involve to speak in English. If you speak for 1 hour every day, this will give you a results. But your performance is your speaking. You can write, you can make the constructions, you should know how to express, what to express, and what is correct and what is wrong on the basis of your grammar. And then start speaking. The more you speak, the better you will be. So what's your duty? Your duty is to practice. Practice to achieve perfection. At the beginning, you will not get the perfection. You need enormous practice. The younger you are, the better you are to learn speaking English. And speaking in English is a great skill. You must acquire this skill. After acquiring this skill, you will feel the difference in your personality. Whenever you will face anybody, you won't have the hesitation to speak in English. Yes, I am concluding here. Bye now. Love you all.